What's going on? Welcome back, everybody. Hey, we getting ready for the holidays here. We got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, so you already know. Starts off with some great roasts. I'm gonna be bringing a nice roast chicken recipe right here. Super easy. Let's run through these ingredients real fast. Of course, you need your bird, nice fresh young whole chicken, extra virgin olive oil. I have some chicken broth, a cider beer right there, not just for drinking. We actually gonna be using that in the recipe. Some Italian seasoning, smoked paprika. I have onion and garlic powder, black pepper, and coarse kosher salt. I'm gonna be using some butter for this too, parsley, thyme, and rosemary, and we definitely do need an onion and a garlic. So let's go ahead and get started right now. I'm gonna be cutting up this garlic because I forgot my garlic press. So just go ahead, throw a little bit of salt on it. Just gonna crush it with my knife. Nothing special here, just go ahead and cut up your garlic into nice fine pieces. Make sure that it's minced. This is all going to be for our herbed butter right here that we use for the chicken. So make sure your butter is nice and soft too. Let that sit out for a little bit. Go ahead and throw that garlic right into the butter. Then, like I said, we have those nice herbs right there. I'm going to go ahead and throw in that parsley. Now to get started with that thyme, just go ahead, hold one end, you can pull the leaves right off, just throw it right into the butter. Same thing for the thyme. Go ahead and get that all in there. Now we're just gonna season up that butter also. Go ahead and hit it with that salt and crack some pepper in it. Some of that Italian seasoning here. I'm gonna give a little bit of smokiness to this, so I like to use the smoked paprika. Really adds a nice little extra kick to the mix. Hit it with that onion powder and that garlic powder, and then we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up right here. This is a nice herb butter that can be used for anything: steak, seafood, poultry. After it's all mixed up just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in some saran wrap just like this. Make sure to get it all in there. What I like to do is just wrap it up a little bit and then go ahead and throw it into the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes. It's just gonna harden up and it's a lot easier to use. You'll see what I'm about to do with it in a second. Go ahead and wrap that up. Hey, y'all see the belly poke in there? Listen, that's that dad bod. Tie it up, not special. Should have a little something looking like this. Tons of flavor packed in there. Let's go ahead and get started on prepping that bird. Use some more of that thyme and rosemary. Just go ahead and stuff it. And we're just gonna be taking a half an onion too. All this, like, so, roast inside. It's gonna help for our gravy later on too, but it also gives good flavor to the bird. Like I said, this is a new recipe here that I like to use, so go ahead and just pour in your olive oil. Instead of actually seasoning the bird, what I like to do is make like a nice olive oil blend with all the seasonings that we just used in the butter also. So go ahead and add all them seasonings back into the olive oil like that, and then we're just gonna go ahead and coat the bird with it. But right before we do that, let's go ahead and take that butter out of the freezer now. See how it just hardens up like that? It makes it a lot easier, because what we're actually going to do now is just go ahead and unwrap that, and then we're going to stuff it in between the breast meat and the skin. So go ahead, you got to get your fingers in there, separate the skin from the meat. And once it's in there, you can just go ahead and press it all the way down to the back like this. While the chicken roasts, it's all just going to melt down into there and add so much flavor. Use any excess butter that you have. Go ahead and just massage your meat. It's sounding pretty strange before we rub it down with that oil. Sounds like I should just stop talking right now. Anyway, let's get started with that. Got that olive oil blend that's all seasoned up right there. That's looking good. Not only does it add nice color to the bird once it roasts, but it's really, you know, so much flavor right there. Make sure you get it everywhere. Top of the breast, go ahead and get all around the wings, the legs, underneath. Make sure you get that thigh. Looking good. You know it's real when it looks good before it's even cooked. Hit a little slow-mo on you real quick. Hey, and you know what? Look, we got a little bit extra. I don't want it to go to waste. We're gonna throw some inside the cavity too. I'm telling you, we want flavor all throughout. Alright, go ahead and clean up my section real quick, and we're gonna get this roasting tray out. I had that extra onion here. Remember, we only use half to put it inside the chicken. Use the other half. I'm gonna, you know, put it on the bottom, let it roast with the chicken too. This is for our gravy right there. Go ahead and get that chicken broth, alright? Or chicken stock, whatever. It's the same thing. Go ahead and throw this at the bottom of the roasting pan. Like I said, we got that beer, not just for drinking, but may as well take a sip since it's open. And I like to throw this in there too. Gives a nice unique flavor. Go ahead and stick your chicken on there. We're gonna throw it into the oven at 375 degrees. And I left this in for about 2 hours. It's a pretty big piece of chicken. Really depends on your size of the bird. But either way, you just want to cook it into an internal temperature of 165 degrees. And you can see all those roasting, roasting juices right there. Go ahead and let those drip, because that's also going to be used for our gravy too. The longer you let it rest, really, the more flavor and everything it kind of soaks up and stuff. So I really actually wanted to let it rest a little bit longer. Only gave it about 30 minutes due to, time. It was getting late. But if you can let it, rest longer, definitely do that. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and tilt the pan right here, so I can just show you all them resting juices and everything. Listen, it's going to make a hell of a gravy, I'm telling you. Hey, we go ahead and cut up that chicken. Listen, we got 2 breasts, 2 wings, 2 legs, and 2 thighs. You got yourself a nice 8-piece right there. Technically could be 10, all up to you if you want to cut those breasts in half, but that's what one whole chicken's going to get you right there. Hey, look, we're going to go ahead and get started on that gravy now for the final piece. Look, you see in the back there, I got some peas, roasted carrots, and roasted potatoes. Classic American, dinner here dish of roasted chicken. Just some good sides to accompany it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that roux. Melt that butter down, and we're gonna throw in the same amount of flour down there. That's gonna create our roux to help thicken up that sauce. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Hey, if y'all like what y'all seeing so far, don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscription. Make sure you share this to all your family and friends, because I know somebody, listen, it's a new generation now. We got to do all the cooking now. That's why I'm bringing y'all this here. Look, go ahead, let that simmer. Incorporate them resting juices slowly and mix it all in. Pretty thick. Look, I had a little bit of chicken stock left, or chicken broth, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there too, just to add a little bit more. And then, go ahead, bring that up to a boil, let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And go ahead and plate this up now. Look at this. Let that bird rest, let that chicken rest, and then, don't worry about it being super hot, because that gravy just got finished. That's gonna heat that all up right there. So, hey, man, I'm telling y'all, give this a try. Definitely a, staple on the Thanksgiving table. Appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget, listen, smash that like button. Go ahead, comment, let me know what your favorite roast is, what anything else you would do. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next time.